there is too, but, if you wanna, yeah. The solar's first.
Okay.
Call the meeting to order.
I call this meeting to order. Business items, discussion about Alliance/solar panels.
I sent you all an email about those.
Do you want me to talk about it?
That's what the discussion is about, yes.
Okay.
We're not making any decisions on it, it's just a discussion right now.
All right, so Dawn got a hold of me and presented me with an opportunity, well, presented us with an opportunity. She said that the county, got presented with opportunities that was some solar projects or solar companies had come in and told them that at no cost to the county, they are going to present some options for them to build solar arrays and panels or what have you to help offset the cost to run their buildings, their city buildings. So they have decided to move forward in that endeavor. Right now, they are just hearing from 2 companies. I think, she said it's Scott and Terry, which I think from my research is One Source and Red Lion Renewables. I think that's what the county is going with, those are the only 2. So what they then have to do is release their,
Alliant Energy bills.
right, their utility information. And they go through and do a cost assessment, see where, in which buildings they can save money on through their solar power project. And then both companies come back and do like a presentation with the county. And then they decide on one of them. From there, they have to have a permit that takes 2 to 4 months to get, and then they have to order the equipment. And all of that has to be done before June 30th. In order for the tax credits, because the tax credits run out June 30th.
We don't need the tax credit.
It wouldn't be for us.
Oh,
So the whole reason they're doing this is then they get the tax credits. We don't get the tax credits, we get the benefit of having the cheaper energy saver for our buildings. And it's not every building that would benefit from that kind of thing. So like we have the Little League Snack Shack. I'm sure that that's not gonna benefit from solar. We probably don't use that much
I think
energy.
our number one we need to benefit is the sewer plant.
Right,
Because that's $4,000 a month,
Mhm.
just in electricity.
right?
yeah, anything we can do there.
So, and I think that's the only one that we have enough land for
Mhm.
to do it. I mean, they would
Right.
have to come out and assess it though.
Right, well, and that's why we kind of, if this is something that we want to do, we have to get them on the agenda, get them through, because it's a kind of a fast and long process, because their permit takes 2 to 4 months, but they have to do the analysis of all of our utility information to see if it would be a benefit for us or not before that.
So my question is, who would own the solar panels?
They own the solar panels, from what I understand.
They as in who?
County?
Whichever company that we go with.
Okay, first of all, Red Lion is the only one that has offered to put it in for free.
Okay,
They're the only company. I've talked to 2 other companies that I sent you guys, and they have not offered to do it for free, but they said we save, you know, in the long run.
okay,
But we would have to
purchase it.
fork out the money. But I told you I was gonna get on my ClerkNet. It's a group of Iowa clerks, and I got on there asking if anybody does solar. And I did get responses from 2 towns, and they do use a Red Lion, and they said they see the benefits out of it. So, not just because they do, put it in for free, but we can also look into these other companies, but we would have to come up, obviously, with the money for it
Right.
up front.
So is there a minimum amount of bids that you have to get to
I don't,
consider?
well,
I mean, you got
I
one
don't
offer
think
to
so.
do
I
it
think
for
you only
free.
have to technically put the bids out there if it's over $200,000. But, like I said, I mean, I have 3 already.
Yeah, well,
so-
most of the time. if
And
you're
that's what
getting
you
bids,
usually need
gotta
is
have-
3, and then you guys
At least
decide
3.
on which one you wanna go with.
How do they make money?
Well, the Red Lion, don't they still own the solar panels?
Mhm.
They're probably
So-
leasing them to the city or whatever.
Yeah.
That's how they're getting their.
We
So-
buy the energy from them.
From Red Lion?
Mhm.
So the city's not really, I mean, they'll gain a little bit because of cheaper utilities, but in the long run, you're still gonna end up probably paying more than you would have if you just put up your own solar panels. Because if you put up your own, whatever power you don't use, you can sell back to a Lion. Like when Grand Junction built their community center, and I tried getting information on it, and the mayor didn't know. There's a couple farmers that actually donated those solar panels for that community center. And he didn't know how much it cost to put them in, because I was really trying to find out information for us. But whatever the community center doesn't use gets sold right back to a Lion, which means the city's ultimately having income come in.
Right, 'cause then there's profit.
Because in small towns, I mean, Grand Junction has a bowling alley, but what do we have?
Well, if we build our own, we probably have to insure them.
I would imagine so.
If they build them, they'll insure it, right?
I would think so. If
So
they're-
you're-
I
if
would
it's
think
there,
so.
oh,
You're
yeah.
saving whatever that insurance cost
Right.
by going the other route. I don't know, I guess you need to find out how much that's gonna generate, and how much it's gonna knock off the bill, and get some more numbers on it.
I got one that says we will see, most cities 10-year return or better on their investment, 10% annual return for 20 years.
And knock 10% off total every month.
And then this one, I'd have to, I think I did. Yeah, Eagle Point.
That's as long as it's sunny every day.
Well, an Eagle Point says little to no upfront cost, flexible term lengths, predictable energy costs.
How much do they generate when it's cloudy like this? Cause sun hardly ever shines around here.
He does.
And that means you have to store it, use it
How much energy?
Or
does
you
the
go
solar
right back
panel conduct
to
when it's
prime care for prime
shady?
provider, line energy. Makes up the
It
difference.
depends on how it's set up too, because you can use microinverters.
Well, I mean, in the wintertime, you don't get very many sunny days, so I don't know how much it's gonna produce in the winter.
Right.
Dustin went to
But I
school for
think I know
solar.
the guy, probably that was involved with Grand Junction. I know the guy that
Kick
was
his
involved with Grand Junction, but East
Betty
Side
Coleman.
County.
That's
He's
the
sitting
ones that
right
power
there.
the community center.
Oh, him.
That's my husband.
Oh,
That's Dustin.
I thought you were talking about
No,
Gibson.
Dustin, my husband, he went to school for solar. So he said that they produce about 50% in,
When it's overcast?
Yeah.
It just depends though. I mean, if it's wired wrong, like the old style, the old way people wired them, you wouldn't even get close, but the newer stuff, newer equipment usually is pretty good.
and they said on a lot of their websites, even if it's snowy, they'll still produce energy. Like if they're covered with snow, it still produces.
Well, and they make rakes and stuff you can rake them off with too.
And
So
that's
yeah,
all.
something to consider, but then the other thing, the reason why I put Alliant down there is, he came to our last meeting and we need to get that going as well, so we need to figure out, I don't know, I guess I should just call him and be honest and say, hey, we're looking into solar, but obviously we're not gonna be able to solar everything, so we'll still have to have Alliant, but
Mm.
now I need to know how do we renew with him?
Alliant doesn't mind people going on solar, it takes pressure off of their grid.
Right, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is
They
that the
buy it back.
renewal is now,
Right, they
and
buy
he
it
wants a
back at
decision
a
and us to,
discount.
we have to do all this, and if we're doing that percentage,
So that's the tariff thing, or franchise.
Thank you.
See, I keep
I
calling
couldn't
it a
think of
tariff.
it.
He's got his
Sorry.
little notebook over there, he's
I love
following
it.
along.
But the franchise doesn't have anything to do with solar.
Solar, no,
No.
it's completely different. And the thing with the franchise, get tariff out of my mind. The thing with the franchise thing is, so I think it's stupid if we don't at least go with the 1%. Because the thing is, everyone right now is already getting charged the lost tax. So if you don't know what lost tax is, it's a local option sales tax.
That is on top of your packets.
Oh, sorry.
I printed it off.
So it goes to different places within like counties, libraries get some, cities get some, I don't know where else, if it tells on here, where all it goes. But instead of that money getting separated into all of those different funds, 100% of it would just come back to the city through that option, through that franchise thing. So, in my opinion, I think it's stupid if we don't at least go with the 1%. It wouldn't change the bill at all. So, as a customer, if I'm looking at my bill, it doesn't change anything. The only thing that it changes is if we go up like 2%, it changes like $1.50.
How do we sell this to our people? Saying that we're gonna take a percent off that you don't see, and we're gonna
Okay.
put it down here on property tax so that you see it.
So you put it on, what do you mean, put it on property tax?
Well, with loss funds, that's where they come from, our property taxes.
Okay, but
Local option sales tax. No, you're right. Local option sales tax would be on sales tax.
This just comes from the Alliant bill though. So this
The franchise
only
fee.
affects the Alliant bill. So it doesn't affect anything else. It's just the Alliant bill.
How long ago was that, 2?
So it's just the Alliant bill's local option sales tax. Because I also had a problem because the library gets some of that money. But it's not like, so like Casey's or wherever else that you pay local option sales tax, you're still gonna be paying that local option sales tax. We have nothing to do with that. It is just Alliance bill. So in my mind, if it was totally up to me, I would say you take that portion of money and you do something that Scranton has never done before. And you put that money towards something specifically. If it were me, I would do sidewalks. And I would say, this money that we are now setting apart from this bill, this Alliant, not tariffs, but whatever that thing is called,
Franchise fee.
franchise fee, we are setting apart to fix our sidewalks. Or we're setting apart to replace garbage cans, or whatever it is that we're allowed to do in those lists of options. And we say, this is what it is specifically. So if perchance you have somebody come in and say, how dare you tax us more than what we already are? I can't believe you put an extra, because I would say put it up to 2%. That's my opinion. I can't believe you're charging me an extra $1.50 per household for this tax thing. You can say, I understand that, and I can sit down and explain to them
Show you how we cut.
what it is, and then we can say, I understand that you're upset about this, but we are taking this money and we're not spending it on Crystal's raise. We're not spending it
'Cause I don't
on,
get one.
a blower thing for the water treatment plant. We're taking this money that is, yes, taxing you, but we're putting it into maintaining Scranton, to making Scranton a better place for our kids to be able to walk to school.
Cause
Or-
technically sidewalks are a homeowner's responsibility,
They are,
not the city of Scranton, so I mean,
but do you know how many people I hear complain about how
Oh, I know.
expensive sidewalks
and they are, I
is?
couldn't afford to do my sidewalks.
And they're terrible in
And
Yeah.
we have so many elderly
Concrete is
and
not cheap.
low income people that they're expensive. And quite honestly, I wouldn't replace my sidewalks. They're expensive.
Yeah. That's why I think it's a good, I like that. I mean, I know you're using that
Yeah.
as an example, but I think that is a great thing to save it for.
Good. That's a good
Well,
explanation.
yeah.
I like it.
I mean, you can use it for like 500 different other things.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, you
sidewalks.
could
Yeah,
fix
but
up
we
a
could do
park or
sidewalks
you
first
could.
and get some of them replaced that are bad.
mhm.
And when you
And
like
then, like-
phrase it like that,
Well, we could
it's
set up a
like
program.
it's a homeowner's expense. So when you phrase it like that, like oh sidewalks, like oh like the city's kind of helping, because like me personally, like I need mine done really bad, but it's expensive.
It is, it's super
Yeah.
expensive.
But we can, we could set up some type of a program where it's a cost share,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe we come in and pay 50% of it from those lost funds. And then
The
the
home,
homeowner pays 50%, so if you had $1,000 total cost, it only cost you 500.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The problem I see in that is there's gonna be a ton of people that are like, I
No.
still don't wanna do it.
Yeah.
I don't
We're
want
gonna
to
say
you know
that's
what I
not my
mean?
sidewalk, it's on city property for one thing.
Even if you show them that it's their responsibility to pay for it, they're
They're
still
still
just
not
not
gonna
gonna
do
do
it.
But
it.
it's still on city property.
You're just gonna have those people, or you're gonna have people that just flat out can't afford it,
True.
you know?
mhm.
That's what the other program's about. You could go in, and I know that that's also a cost share
Lost.
program. Yeah.
Mhm.
You could go in and they could probably, it's only gonna cost them 500, they could do it for 250. But
Right.
you're right, there are people that said, I don't care. I'm not ever gonna repair my sidewalks.
Yeah.
No different
Well,
than.
they wouldn't want to if there wasn't a sidewalk on either end of them, like there's a lot of that around town.
Absolutely true.
Mhm.
You know, what if they got the only piece of sidewalk on the block?
We do,
Yeah, I mean,
literally.
Yeah,
And it goes past our stairs and then just stops in the middle of our yard.
Nope.
So I mean, if it cracks, it's just gonna stay that way, cause I'm not,
You have sidewalk in front of your house?
very little, but I do, yeah.
Throw
I didn't know that.
Throw some dirt over it, throw some grass seed.
and Wade and
and-
Brandy's property line, it stops at the house on the corner, and they don't have one at all.
Mhm.
But they have one up to their door, just a little pad.
well, I
to
don't
their
think
door.
you can eliminate a sidewalk, can you?
No, you cannot. I
Can't be.
think if you go back and look at our ordinances, our ordinances would take probably 50% of our sidewalks we have in town, and they would be violating the
Oh, yeah.
ordinance in one form or another. And I know you can't take it out without the city permission to take the sidewalk out. And I doubt that would ever happen.
Yeah.
But it's very specific how you gotta put it in too.
Yeah. How deep? it
Cause
has to
I'm
be.
like, I'm just gonna flop some cement on there and straighten it out, call it good, and
I
no.
think it's minimum of 4
Can't do
inches.
that?
It's gotta be at certain angles and
Jefferson is minimum 4 foot.
4 inches,
and
you
it's
mean?
gotta be
Or
so
4 foot-
deep
4 foot
and
wide.
wide and,
Just for a sidewalk?
uh-huh.
Yeah, Jefferson is.
I can
4
see
foot.
it on their handicap ramps and stuff, I know they're,
No, it's just plain
Restricted.
old sidewalk.
really,
Jefferson's putting in sidewalk and they bonded for it along.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh,
I
Grimmel,
Whatever.
North Grimmel Road
Well, Grimmer Road going out
to the
that
high
way.
school.
To the high school.
And it's like $3 million.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's a couple million.
I'm thinking, holy cow.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody walking down Grimmel.
For nobody to use it.
Oh, there are some.
Well, they did away with a lot
I
of the
wouldn't
bus
walk around
stops is the
Grimmel.
problem, and they
They're
have to
probably
make it a
doing it
safer
for
place for
bicycles
kids that
and,
need to
you know,
walk to
trail
school to
more
go.
than anything.
Well, they got a 25 mile an hour speed limit along.
What's that?
35.
That'd be a road up
It used to be 45.
That's what I'm saying, I wouldn't walk
Not
up.
Grimmel,
But
no,
how
the
else
one
would you get
off
there?
of
Like, you know
Grimmel
what
that
I'm
goes
saying, like how?
west.
West
Oh,
Lincoln Way?
30. Yeah,
You're talking about West Lincoln Way?
Hmm.
huh? Oh, okay.
that's where they're putting the sidewalks in.
Oh, that makes sense, because there's a lot of walkers down that road, all
Yeah.
times of the day too.
Yeah, there is.
But I think that Ashley brought up a good point in that we have children that have to walk in the street because the sidewalks are so bad. And that doesn't make me feel good, but I don't know what the answer is. I wish that we could somehow designate an area around the school to say, we'd like to upgrade these sidewalks and we'll pay XXX amount of dollars if you'll do it. If you won't do it, we'll do it anyway. But, yeah, we got kids walking down Lincoln in the middle of the street. And
Yeah, but
most
there's a
of-
lot of kids that just walk in the street too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Like
But
when I walk in the street.
Yeah, they don't
Me
show,
too.
not
So do
everybody
I.
shows.
There's very few blocks in town that have a sidewalk all the way through them. That's part of it.
My-
It's only half sidewalks.
The block you live on.
Maine doesn't, Maine just goes to,
I don't think there's very
Yeah,
any
high,
sidewalks
and
down
that's
by
it.
my house.
I mean, it's gonna hard to get them off the street
I
if
don't
there's
think there
only
is.
half a block of sidewalk.
On
for them to
Jefferson
walk.
Street, there is no sidewalks.
good point. Good point.
No, Brenda Davidson does she have one?
Yes. I used to live in the house. So, things to think about, or research more of with the solars. But I will have this on the agenda next Tuesday. We will have to do something with Alliant, but I will call Ken and tell him what we are, we are gonna be doing solar, at least for our sewer plant. So, at least.
There should be room down there at the water plant, south where the recycling bins, east of there, to put some solar panels in, I would think, if we wanted them down there too.
We could,
Okay.
that's what it's just a matter of,
I think there's
Like-
room for them down there.
like Ashley said, I mean, we pay what, $35 for ball lights? I mean, I don't think putting solar in would justify covering that cost.
There's a
Even-
lot of different
Even
things that
here,
they
we
can
don't
do.
use a lot of, we don't have a lot of, I mean, we could probably benefit from it here. But it just depends on where they can put solar in as well. We might not be able to put it up at all.
It'd have to be on the roof.
Well, I mean, even out at the sewer plant, I mean, there's a lot of room out there, but is there enough room? Is it in the right spot? Is there, I mean,
Yeah, I think it'd work out there
So,
somewhere.
I'm hoping so, cause that's one of our
Put
biggest
them right
bills.
there along the road as you're driving back to it, on
Yeah.
the north side there.
Yeah.
You could string them
So,
out down.
I mean,
along
they
there.
would come in and they would determine all that.
You
So,
might wanna put on the agenda to make sure that we can release our utility information.
yes, because I've had to
They're coming
ask
to
me
talk,
for them,
aren't they?
yes. No,
No?
no.
Oh.
Just make a decision and you let them know.
Yeah. This is somebody's.
Well, I know the county too is looking into, they had suggested putting almost like a canopy in one of their facilities that has, kind of like what they had down by the snack shack. That has a vertical overhang, so you can park cars underneath of it. And then you can put the solar panels on top of those. So it could be that they have a lot of different things that they'll come back once they get the utility information and let us know the different, options that they would be willing to.
We will have the Alliant on the council meeting next week.
Have to, yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay, let's move on.
The next one would be, you guys need to figure out a tax rate scenario, and then we'll have that on the agenda as well. On your, it's underneath all your stuff.
Yes. Oh, yes, I remember these.
I came up with 3 different scenarios. There's explanations by each one of them. It'd be these ones, sir.
That one?
Yeah,
See, I'm not used to looking at
That's
this
okay.
stuff yet. I don't know.
that's our
where-
tax levy.
So where are we looking at? What number?
Well, you've got a scenario 1, you got a scenario 2, and you got a scenario 3. You're looking at the numbers on the right. Gail is a professional at this. He had to explain it to a few people last year as well. This will also be on our
Isn't there these blurry numbers?
agenda.
They are.
A little blurry,
Okay,
yes.
'cause I was
Are
like,
they
my
blurry?
eyes just not
Yes.
focusing,
Yeah, a little
or?
bit.
I'm sorry.
Gail is the best at explaining these ones.
Yes.
Just so we're clear. So once he understands it.
Or wait, I'm just.
Just waiting on you, Gail. Oh. This is 2.
Ag land? What's our ag land?
Hmm?
Our ag land? What is that? What's that?
County. We get.
We have some ag land within the city limits.
Oh, okay, I didn't know the city had.
Yeah, we got some down there. I don't know where else.
I couldn't tell you, I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
So we need to be planting some corn and soybeans on
In your yard.
So this is all property tax, correct?
Mhm.
So in this sheet, perhaps, maybe I'm not, because I'm not even looking at this, because he'll explain it to me.
I think he had to do this last year with you. I think
He
you were
does.
overthinking it.
Because this does not make any sense to me. Do we know how much, this is just a random question. Do you know how much of this money comes from people that are 65 years or older?
How would I know that?
I'm just asking.
How in the hell would I know that?
Okay,
Sounds like we need
Well,
to do a
because-
census.
the only
age of
reason I'm
town.
asking is because of the property tax reform thing coming in. So you know about the tax reform thing coming in?
it. Is it federal or state or what's the
I have
reform?
no idea.
No, I don't know.
Maybe state.
What's the reforms about or
So
they
So-
raising?
So I talked to Dawn, and so there is supposed to be a tax reform thing coming in, and if it gets passed, anybody over 65 years or older doesn't have to pay property tax.
65.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that.
So if that happens, we have a lot of people over 65
Yeah.
that pays property tax. So I'm just wondering how that's gonna affect,
There are 3 proposals right now. at
Right.
The legislature.
Yeah.
One of them,
You woke 'em
the
up.
tax proposal, they're gonna do a lot of bickering back and forth. But there will be property tax reform of some.
I don't think they're gonna cut it all out, do you?
No. What? If you look at these 3, one of them is, there's a real penchant right now to help the elderly. That a lot of people have worked their fannies off and paid off their home. And a lot of their property tax payments are greater than they ever paid for a mortgage payment. And it's difficult for someone on a
Fixed income.
fixed income to every year have an increase in property tax.
Yeah, especially since insurance doubled.
Yeah, well, so the first thing that come out in proposal number one was, we're going to freeze 65 and older people's
Rate,
valuations. Because folks, remember, we're not increasing the rate. I don't remember us ever
Does it go off my
increasing those
age or
rates,
Ed's?
but our taxing rate. But we always get valuation increases, which increases the cash coming to us. So it would take properties that are 65 and older, and I would guess they're talking about freezing it where they are right now. So if that's the case, we need to probably look at, I don't know, somebody asked the number of 65 and older properties in town, there's a ton of them.
Right?
But we also gotta remember that most of our valuations, if we were to take everything that we're getting tax money from in Scranton, your house and my house is diddly squat. So if they froze us at our valuations, it isn't gonna make much difference in money. It's gonna be the B and Ds, it's gonna be, Scranton Manufacturing, on and on and on and on and on. That's proposal number one, which would mean that if you squeeze the balloon on this side and say we're not gonna increase 65 and older, where does it pop out at?
I was just gonna
Yes.
ask, I'm like, so then what, people like me on like 25?
Absolutely true. It's
We'll have
gotta
to-
pop out someplace.
Yeah, we'll have to pay more.
Now, that's proposal number one. Proposal number two says, we need, as a state, we need to rein in spending at the county and the city levels, which there is some truth to that. All you gotta do is look at Greene County as a county and its spending. It's atrocious. They're giving money in places they should never be giving money. So what that would mean is that the property tax would probably be cut a certain percentage across the board. So that you, all of us in here are gonna get a cut. The problem is, where is most of the value from the state side from property taxes? Ag land. How much, well, ag land already gets a huge break the way it is. Do you think that we're gonna be able to get that through without cutting ag as well? Which would mean that small towns and counties, if it went through, would be devastated. We're not looking at just a 10% cut, we're probably looking at 20–25% cut in cash coming in. That's the second proposal. The third proposal says, let's just shift where the money is, let's look at who's voting for us, and then let's shift it someplace else. We have a majority of voters are elderly. Let's be real honest, they are. And so it sounds wonderful to give them a break. Okay, just like our president just did, it sounds wonderful that we get double deductions, but it doesn't make a squat's worth of difference. It gets phased out as your valuation goes up. And that's one of the things that they have to look at. A freeze of a property that's worth $2 million is different than the freeze on a property tax of a house that's worth $30,000. It's just different. And so they're looking at some type of way to balance that out. But in all three scenarios, small towns and counties are gonna have to look at less income. And so whatever we do, we gotta remember that we are representing taxpayers. There may be some services that we may not be able to offer. And that's why I wanna be real careful about the solar, because that could lock us into something that we don't want. And could cost us down the road someplace. But we need to be very aware of that. We cannot increase taxes. And I don't wanna, 2 years from now, come back and say, we don't have enough money to operate, so we're gonna raise your water, we're gonna raise your sewer, and we're gonna increase our millage from 2.8, to 2.7 to 2.8 or 2.9. I don't wanna do that. And I think that's one of the reasons we're on this board. So, and on top of that, we got a $500,000 fire station that's coming up.
Or more.
Or more.
Pretty hard to make a decision though until we know what legislature's gonna do, right?
We still have to make the decision.
Yeah.
It has to
We
be
only
done.
have a timeline.
Yep.
April 31st, this has to be done.
Yeah,
The 31st.
but this
Well, maybe
wouldn't
they'll
take
get their
effect
act together
until-
before then.
But you
This
still
wouldn't
have to
take
have
effect
public
till next year.
hearings, even that takes, you gotta put those in the paper for 20 days. I mean, we're right at,
yeah, they
we
can't
don't have
cut,
time to waste.
they can't cut us
Unfortunately,
until, it would be the 27, 28
Yeah.
when we would see it. So, but, does that mean that we don't, you know,
Kim, where are you going?
He's gotta get past me to leave. so-
But-
Like, you haven't explained these papers and you're leaving.
just do my photo. If it were my home budget, I would be looking at cutting back some of my expenses. Now, and preparing for the worst. If the worst doesn't happen, I'm sitting on a ton of cash and we're going to Florida.
Again,
Yeah, and we're going to Florida. If it does happen, I don't have to raise taxes. I don't have to go out and get a job. So that's where I'm coming from. I think that, number one, we cannot raise millage. We cannot. And we may have to take a fine tooth comb to this and cut some expenses. Now, we're already cutting expenses in salary because we've got a part-timer instead of a full-timer. So that's, for us,
Is he insured, being part-time?
Yeah.
He's got
Oh, yeah.
insurance?
All city employees, yes.
but let's be real thoughtful.
Well, we don't carry insurance. He's covered with workman's comp and.
He doesn't get
We
IFRS
get
though.
no, you don't get IPERS, he doesn't get a stipend. That's what being full-time, me and Chad get a stipend to cover for insurance expenses. So, but he doesn't get that, he doesn't get holidays. So, I mean, he
It
just
may
gets
be-
what he
But he
works.
does get insurance. A lot of places won't provide insurance for
We don't have
part-timers.
insurance,
They have insurance.
They're self-insured.
yeah, we don't get insurance. We don't
They're
get offered
insured with their
insurance.
spouses, and so we
Yes,
just give a
luckily.
stipend so that we don't have to get into that game.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
We say, here's some money instead of health insurance.
Which still
I just
wouldn't be
thought that
enough
they
if
were
I wanted
covered
to
under
go
the
on my
same
own.
policy as the rest of the
$99 a
city's
paycheck
insurance.
isn't enough for
Nope.
insurance.
no.
I don't,
No?
if we could stay away from health insurance is a headache.
And it's
Especially with a
expensive.
small.
I was saying when you have to when you only have a small set, then it's
And we got 3 employees.
You're saving on just giving full-time employees a stipend,
And what did you say, you get $99 a
like
check?
99.23 or something like that. A month?
I was just wondering if he had
A check.
insurance,
A check.
not being part-time, that's all I was asking.
You get
Yeah,
paid-
no,
do you get
we don't get insurance at all.
bi-weekly?
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm done.
No, you're not.
We gotta.
Now they want you to explain. these.
Yeah.
Oh.
I really am waiting for you to explain these
Educate
three
us,
sheets
man.
of paper, cause
There's one here.
that's the
There's
part of the
2,
budget
3,
I
1.
don't understand.
Let's look at
I don't
scenario
understand
one.
it either, I've never seen anything like this, I don't know what I'm looking at.
It's all right, he'll explain it to us.
Okay.
You
No,
need to be
scenario
on
one.
Does he
scenario
hold my
one, though.
hand while he's doing it?
You need to be on scenario one, you're on scenario, there you go, that one.
Okay, scenario one, the first column where it says current year certified property tax,
It's amazing.
that's where we're at right now. That's the actual certified property tax assessment and dollar evaluations. Then you go budget year, effective property tax 26-27. So you see, take for example, the first line, taxable valuation for non-debt service. That'd be for everything that we're not bonded, or that we're not floating bonds for. Okay, like keeping the lights on here, paying the salaries. You'll see that the property, certified property tax valuation is 14,651. Budget year effective property tax 26-27, that starts July 1 of this year, is 14,899. Is there a difference there?
Yeah,
$248. $248,000, yes.
$248,000 worth of valuation. And so that valuation, we're over here, if you look at budget year proposed under one, is using that same valuation, 14,899,306. That make sense? Okay, now why is that? Why did it go up?
because they raised property values.
Mhm.
Yeah, they raised property values.
Exactly. Okay, so what does that mean for our dollars, our general fund dollars, which is the fund that we do about everything out of? We go from 119.0 to 121.0 in our general fund. Operating and maintenance, we don't have that. We go down to liability and property. Are we expecting an increase in insurance costs?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
always,
we have to.
yeah, always.
IPERS, because we went from 3 full-time employees to 2, our IPERS goes down. You go down there, other employee benefits, a little bit of different, couple $100, I think. I don't know why that is, but we'll figure it out. Capital projects, this is the one that I always ask. You know, what are the capital projects? Capital projects are reserves that we have to have in case the sewer blows up, the sewer plant blows up. We have to have,
Emergency fund,
well, it's not an emergency fund, it's not a savings bucket, but we have to have capital reserves. We can't spend every dollar that comes in. We can't. Okay, so you can see that it's 16,019, and we're looking down.
yeah, it's, why did it go down on that?
Why did it go down?
I don't understand that. Nothing ever goes down.
Well, we don't have any capital projects going on. Do we? We have big time projects, because the fire station isn't in here. Well, it's not in here.
Yes.
Why would it go down?
That says 0.
That says that.
What line are you looking at?
I'm on option 1, capital projects.
There should be 0.
Yeah, 0.
Yeah. Total
The
total value
IPers
for
went
debt.
down.
Okay,
The
okay,
IPers is what went
I was
down
like,
in
why
your
is everybody getting
FICA.
16
okay.
Is
Well,
that
then-
because there's less
Well-
wages out there going out, or what? It gotta be because
yeah.
of there's less
Because we've
wages.
got-
Because
we've got
Marcus
only-
left.
We've got
Mhm.
2.5 people instead. We had 3, we got 2.5.
So that explains that drop on
Mhm.
that. the IPers
Mhm.
part.
That's my fault, I'm sorry. That shows you not being
The
able to
benefits
see.
went up.
Well, it doesn't help, the numbers are kind of blurry.
I don't know why.
The clerk,
Fire her out. There's your saving money right there. Fire
Now,
her
we've got-
ass.
No, because we're gonna hire someone else.
That's your problem.
Let's
Debt
spend the time to
service.
train her.
Debt service goes down, that's no different than your mortgage. As we pay things off, our debt service basically goes down. City regular total property tax, this is coming just from the city. 236, 238, up a little bit more. Regular tax rate, $16.13. Oops. 16,137, okay, 15 and 16.0. So we didn't, we had a,
Did we change our tax rate?
no,
These are different scenarios that you guys can do
yeah.
for
If
the
sugge-
tax rate. You guys have to
I
decide what
mean,
you
the
want
tax
to do.
rate right here.
This
on
is the
scenario.
maximum
Yeah.
that you can do.
Yeah.
This is the highest you can raise it.
5%.
So that's, we
Mhm.
always put that option out there
Yeah.
for you guys to decide, and then we do ones that stay the same. And then the minimums, so.
Okay, tax rate, go down here to tax rate comparison, current versus proposed. Residential. This is looking at an assessed value of 100,000 to 110. Percentage rate of 2.48.
Change.
I don't know how that compares. And a commercial rate, percentage change on commercial rate would be up 10, so our commercial properties can take a hit under this one. And a 2% increase, again, remember the property valuations. We're not increasing our millage. Okay, questions on number 1?
My question is, what is millage?
That's how many dollars per thousand valuation that we can tax. So if you got $1,000 value, per $1,000, yeah, per $1,000. If we've got something that's $1,000 value, we can, tax value, regular tax. We could tax it at a 2.48% rate. So $2.84, no, $28.40. We could tax it that high if we wanted to. Okay, that's option 1. Let's switch it over to option 2. I'm not gonna go over all that stuff again.
Not a whole lot of change between the percentages.
You know, all the valuations are the same. It just changes the percentages. Now, you go down to the tax rate on 100 city regular residential.
Is 0.13 less than option 1.
2.35.
Yep.
mine
And then
doesn't.
option 3 is 0.39.
1.96, 9.50.
So
Crystal's done a good job. If you read over the top sentence,
Yeah.
that helps a lot.
Most things I understand. This paper goes,
Whoop, the third one.
no, all of them. This is what I understand. This one's the cheapest, this one's the middle, and this one's the high one. That's what I get from this paper.
Small, medium, and large.
Cheapest, middle, high. That's the only thing, the papers I don't like about budget. The rest of it, they're fantastic.
No, you're excited about budget. You better be excited about all of it.
No, this I don't like. I don't like that part about it.
Yes, this is something we need to decide.
I know,
So do all three of these scenarios end up with the same result?
no,
Same
No.
result?
no.
Where are we looking at the end result?
You do the first one, you're
Down
gonna
here
have
at the
people
bottom.
up here pissed off.
That's,
And you guys have to answer to them.
Scenario one
That's
is
why we
the
have a public
highest
hearing.
rate. So this is the percentage of, I think what it boils down to is these are the percentages that you tax.
Per $1,000.
Per, boo-goo bunches of money. And this is the percentage that you change, and this is the percentage that you change. So this is the lowest, this is the medium, and this is the high.
And where are we at now? What's percentage you're at now on them?
I don't know.
I
That's a
had to
good
look
question.
at
Yeah, I
the
was
other one.
wondering that, like, what is our current percent?
we're at,
Does that percent change mean that it's from what it is now, it went up 1.96?
It will.
It would.
But no matter what, she said that was the minimum we had to go up, I think.
Yeah,
if we,
that's the minimum, is the
Yeah.
1.96.
if we go up just to 1.96, we will be dipping into funds to pay insurance and many other costs. So if we do the 1.96, then we're gonna have to cut costs someplace. Because we're not gonna have enough money.
Well, if we raise this and we raise the electric tax rate, we're gonna have a whole bunch of really unhappy people.
Oh, absolutely true.
I mean, I feel like anything we did, it's not, people aren't gonna be happy.
Oh, yeah, well, you're always gonna have some, but I mean, I'm
You
afraid to
can't
get
please everyone.
run
So
over by 'em.
scenario 2 would like, that would just be kind of skating.
Scenario 2 would be just about where we're at right now,
Just barely getting by.
just barely getting by.
So the only chance we would have to be able to upgrade, say, the sewer system that's in dire need of it is
First.
Well, then we gotta look at
we
what
would
the,
have to raise it.
yeah, what's the legislature gonna do to us if we go with our lower rate, if they make a decision against us?
Well, that means in 27, in the 27, 28, we're in
This
deep.
is last year's levy.
Yeah, I mean, if we toe the line on this
That's what we
increase,
did last year?
and then later on, they cut our income by
The one
the
we
tax.
published.
That's why I'm saying
That's
we're
the only
gonna
published.
have to cut,
bad.
cut budget
Oh,
someplace.
wow.
This is last year's.
Even if we
Okay.
hold it, we've gotta cut what we're spending,
Was this like the
Someplace.
high one?
These guys decided it, don't
because
look at
we
me.
are gonna get,
I didn't.
we are gonna get.
He's like, no,
I had no part of this.
Dale's fault.
Maybe we can get the
Followed
the
suit.
Wild Rose to give us more money.
I mean, I'm sure I
We
voted
have
on
to
it.
have more people.
The only way we
This
could,
must have been the high
the
one.
only way we
Road
can get
County,
Wild
you
Rose,
have to apply for grants and.
No, it wasn't the high one.
This wasn't the high one?
Mm-mm. We didn't go with the high one. Guaranteed we didn't go with the high one.
Oh, what?
No, I think
What
we
was the
stayed
high
about the
one?
same last year.
Yeah,
I
what
think
was
is
the
we
high?
did last year.
For last year, the
Oh,
levy.
for last year? Oh,
Yeah, this
we
was
just held it
last
right
year.
up where we were, and this is, 3.1
This is
That's 13.32.
13.32.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
This is the one we went with last year.
This
Crystal
is
just
last
printed it.
year's.
Yeah, this is last year's. This is the one Crystal said you guys published.
Yeah, see, fiscal year July 1st through June 30th.
Yeah,
Crystal swearing at us.
13% change?
yeah, it was about 13, 14%.
What, but
And
what
we-
was the
we stayed
highest?
with about the
Increase in
same.
cash for us because of the valuations.
Yeah, but if you look,
Wow.
even on the ones down here,
It's only a 9. on
it's
the-
only a 9.
Yeah,
in the middle.
why did they not
It
raise hell
changes
about this
Scenario
one?
2.
It's 13.
We did.
Right?
We did have people.
This is last year's
Did we?
scenario.
Yeah, but huh,
Thank you, Crystal, for
Thank
But-
keeping
you.
up.
No,
I don't know why this keeps
we didn't increase our millage.
What, blurry?
Our amount
No.
per thousand,
It's
we did not
blurry.
increase. We just went from,
Thank you.
14.3 million
That's
to
last year's scenario.
14.6.
yeah, you're giving
Is
it to
that
me.
not this?
I know, but that's the scenario that we had.
This is the one we went
Gives you
Oh.
all the,
with, the middle one.
Okay.
it explains what you did.
No, it just explains what we did. It's the same thing that we have here.
Well, this is a one-year thing, right?
Yeah.
Or, so,
Starting in July.
so if we went with the number 2 scenario and, you know, kind of towed the line a little bit there, you know, walk the line on that, we could come the end of the year and find out that we're in trouble. We could deal with that next year.
True. We can deal with it in the middle of the year if we wanted to.
Yeah, well, I mean, so we could try that, see how it works out, and if it's gonna get us in trouble, we can change it.
I would say like, yeah, go with number 2, but still comb through things and see like
Yeah, we need to keep an eye
what
on
needs
it.
to be cut because, yeah. Because we don't want to just be skating by like, and then next year it's a total disaster and you have to cut everything and everything's like, well, why didn't you guys decide this last year or think about ahead? So I mean, number 2, but the
Well,
change from
we
last
hit
year
'em
though
with
is
a
nothing.
medium increase this
This.
time, right, and then a medium,
It's a 6 of
Next.
one, half a dozen of the other.
yeah, but you-
We can sit here and increase our income.
Okay, so,
And I'll guarantee you, you're gonna have people calling the mayor, you're gonna have people calling you, calling me, calling all of us saying, what are you doing? Or we
They don't
can
know
say, what I've
Good
said
luck
for the
with that.
last 2
Don't
years,
know me.
we did not increase our millage. We did not increase our millage. What happened was, you got valued at a higher valuation on your house.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was
That's
the
where it
property
came from.
tax
Mhm.
increase.
I mean,
We
it
have
would- it
held
did
the
go up.
line. I've said that. I've said that and walked away and went,
I want to say the last 4 years, this will be my 4th budget.
I don't think we.
This will be my 3rd budget, excuse me. You guys have stayed. You haven't raised anything.
so here's the only difference between 1 and 2, just from the residential aspect. Per $1,000 is $1.30. That's really the biggest difference, is $1.30.
You hit it right on the head.
So,
Per thousand.
so if the 10,
Per
10,000
thousand.
would be $130, is that right?
At a $10,000 house?
100,000,
100,000?
it'd be $130, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
So $130 on a $100,000 house, which there aren't many of those in Scranton.
Mhm.
So, but here's also the big difference is, option 2 is, we hope we can skate by all year long. Option 1 gives us a little breathing room. Because no matter which one we take, somebody's gonna come up here.
I'm gonna be the first one in line, Crystal. Just so you know.
Lock the door.
Hopefully I'll
might
get hit by a train. I know,
So you think
Put a note on the door really fast when you see
better,
me pull in out of office.
for it?
in training.
Here's how I always try to look at any situation I come up against. Plan for the worst, hope for the best. So, you know, no matter how you look at it, a city is a business per se. You know, and like I said earlier, Scranton doesn't really have a whole lot of businesses in town to bring income into it. We don't have a whole lot of, you know, anything going on here, which is kind of depressing, but it's the fact of the matter. So somehow we have to try to find a way for the city to survive and not take it away from the people that deserve it. Because, I mean, I know what Chad goes through in the winter. There's a lot of people in this town that would really complain if Chad said, you do it then. I don't get paid enough for this. The city would shut down real quick on a bad snowstorm.
Yep.
You know, but it's little things like that that, you know, a lot of people basically take for granted. That's his job. Yeah, that's his job, but we also need to take care of the people doing those jobs so they continue to do those jobs. Because otherwise we have to find someone else.
So maybe we could think about raising this up and not raising sales.
What's your thoughts, almighty money manager?
Might be 6 of one, half a dozen of the other again. If we go out to raise our income a little bit and cut our expenses also at the same time.
Well, that's always a good option, to cut expenses. I mean, we always gotta watch out for that if you can.
I will take heat if we have to increase our millage a little bit. I'll take it, because folks, we're heading for a disaster. Much greater than I think anybody in small towns are ready to recognize.
Well, there's a lot of broke small towns around.
Oh,
Baird's
it's gonna
one of
get
them.
much worse. Much worse.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to, I think, if our mayor's got a great suggestion, maybe we ought to up it a little bit. And as a council, be united in our front, telling people, we are preparing for the worst. And if the worst doesn't happen, I guarantee you we're gonna cut the rates.
Next
Well,
year.
yeah,
Mhm.
you can, if you can cut them, that's, you know, I
Yeah.
mean, you can, that's a little
But
bit of
we want you to have the services that you become accustomed to. And we have great services in this town, even though we don't have the businesses. We still have some of the best streets and the best care for our streets. Sidewalks suck, but that's something we can work on.
But people still get out and
Great
clean
house
most of them.
looking. Our
Yeah, they
streets are
do.
amazing, sidewalks suck.
We have a t-shirt with that.
But we're working on them.
I know. I walk them every day.
Okay.
So what do you guys think? Should we take option one?
Has to be unanimous.
I don't get one, but that's my opinion, is what I
I'm
would do.
just curious, so what if they raise the property values more, and then we charge more, higher rate on that?
We get more money.
Yeah, but they're getting hit twice. They're getting hit with a higher value and more taxes.
That's,
That's the way the life is right now.
That's the ball game we're
I'm
playing.
sorry, but
Yeah, it
everywhere you
is.
go, everything's
Yeah.
costing more.
that's the bugaboo.
Mhm.
And when you don't know which reform they're gonna go with, it could be that you're stuck in a hole if this, depending on which one they go with.
Mhm.
And we're in a craptastic hole. So I say the high one.
Yep.
We're
I
all
think
waiting
we
on you.
increase
Brenna,
We're going with 2 or 1?
One.
one. But
put your,
when-
this is
I know,
your floor as well.
I
State
know,
your
I'm
concerns.
Thinking my mind.
That's what this job is.
but we-
Like,
Well-
I just like would think like my whole like for my personal example is that like I bought my house in 2022, and like my property taxes have increased my mortgage about like $300 a month extra. Yeah, it's literally insane. Like like on the Iowa assessors, like my house, like it's, so I bought it and then it just jumped up. And so it's like kind of hard because when you have just me, I'm young, and it's single income. It's hard.
Everything she's saying is absolutely true.
It's hard, and like I know, like I'm the younger age of person getting a mortgage, especially getting a mortgage alone.
But I'd rather have you here than us
Yeah.
old people.
Yeah. So, but then it makes it hard with like
The city
Count-
side of it,
the city side of it. When I'm already gonna get hit by the county side of it. Every year I get hit by it, and every year I call them and make a complaint and all that, but it does nothing. But also the city side of it though, like we do need to think about, because I don't want to just skate by, and then next year we deal with the dumpster fire. So I would say I would go with number one. It sucks, but hopefully in about 5 years or so, we just start to decrease.
Well, but on the light at the end of the tunnel hopefully is,
Yeah.
if we do increase and we end up with a surplus at the end of the year,
We can decrease.
we can take
Yeah.
option 3 next year.
Yeah, absolutely true.
So, and then people are gonna be like, oh, I got breathing room again.
Yeah.
This is thanks to you for
They'll
holding
still
on
bitch
strong
about
with
it.
Oh, yeah, they'll still complain.
us. Somebody will, but
But yeah, I would say I would go with number one though.
Well, and I'm not sure that Scranton taxes are the most expensive taxes that are around.
No, they're
Nope.
not.
Go try and get taxes over in Jefferson, and I'm sure you're looking at a lot higher,
their utilities alone are 3 times what we pay.
right?
In fact, that's probably the number one draw to Scranton, even though my wife complains about, well, if we're gone, our sewer still, we have to pay minimum sewer, we have to pay minimum water, and that's $80.
And we just raised sewer rates.
We should.
We did.
We
You
did?
guys approved that last year.
Okay, good.
Whoa, what you guys?
I've been waiting
For the
That's
budget.
another
for
thing that's
somebody
gonna
to
go up.
bitch at me about this, because bills are a little higher.
And
Like the
nobody's-
minimums aren't the minimums anymore,
Yeah,
they're
I'm
a
sick
little
of it
more.
already.
Well, my
So-
wife.
My water bill's
Oh.
really not that big, it's just me and my husband.
Actually,
Yeah.
my water bill went down when I moved to my new house.
But
I don't
Our-
know, I think mine's been the same.
That's 'cause you've
actually,
been leaving.
So you
personally.
got that increase is going into effect July 1st?
What,
Is
what
that-
does? Oh, yes, yeah, it'll
So
go
you got
into,
that increase on top of what we're talking about besides, huh?
And we're,
Get ready for it.
Can we bring a gun to the
This
city?
place will be packed.
we are blessed
In
to have
August, we'll be
sewer
packed.
and
Yeah.
water. And we haven't even talked about maintenance on the water tower yet.
no,
And that's coming.
and he's waiting for numbers on that.
Some people's kids.
So, just to interrupt, now that we've decided on this, right? Number one.
Scenario
So
one.
we should get a vote. just to
No.
have
No,
it.
no, you gotta vote on it.
We will,
You
yes,
don't
that'll
have
come to our regular meeting,
Okay,
because we have to have a resolution, and then we have to have, and then we have to set a public hearing for it.
So,
So we have
yes,
to do all of that. I just needed to know what you guys want to
option
do
1, 2.48.
right now, okay.
One.
Next Thursday, we probably will not be having the budget meeting.
This Thursday.
We
2
also
days.
have one next Thursday,
we won't.
because we might have to push it another week. Because he doesn't have all his numbers for all the projects that he's asked people come get them. So,
Oh, maybe on vacation.
Again? Actually, you need to
This
start
is the
staying
family
home.
vacation, shush.
I have to take my
Aw.
kids.
Dustin's like, I get to go
He's
on
like,
this
"I
one,
finally
shut
get
up.
Are you staying home while they leave so you get a break? Like
That would
she
be your
did?
Gosh, that would be a
She
vacation.
did it?
Dude, I'll stay home. That's fine.
Okay,
No,
so
with
library,
your
we're not
kids.
doing anything with, but I gave it to you, so you have time to look over it before next meeting, because it will be on a full approval. Okay? Okay.
Are they gonna come and discuss the library budget?
I will if I have her, but if you guys wanna look over it now and make notes on it, or if you wanna just discuss this at,
Let's
What's the mileage?
mileage if they have to go someplace?
For training.
It
trainings,
doesn't really matter. if it's
post
Monday.
office,
Mm.
packages. Yeah,
Where is that? There we go. Is that what we're looking at?
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You can shut the mouth.
Are you good?
so excited.
I'm good. I think I'm toast.
You did great. Thank you for explaining all
Gail,
that.
you're amazing.
I
Yeah.
don't feel good about having to read.
Nobody does.
Nobody does.
Nobody does.
But folks, we've got to let people know what's coming. Because I think it's like, we just keep right on going. And we don't know what's coming down the line. It would surprise me that we have one hell of a recession. It
I
would
can see that
surprise me to
happening.
see Scranton Manufacturing cutting back on employees.
They already did.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
fired 10 yesterday. Or laid off 10 yesterday.
Doesn't surprise me.
And I know Ed was saying a lot of people were gonna start looking for other jobs, just because they don't know what's gonna happen.
Because their future isn't guaranteed.
Well,
Which
They've
is
let a
sad.
bunch
And
go
he's
to
one of
Mississippi
them.
plant.
The
He
old
said he's
Bauer
gonna start
bill.
looking
Yes,
for-
over 100.
they're cutting, they've sent tons,
But that doesn't affect us. here.
tons of.
No, but
to
same
Mexico.
company
But
though.
that sucks, yeah.
Even though John Deere brought back 100 people here in Iowa, that's pittance on what they've sent south.
But they'll just cut again.
People are getting laid off all over the place, in
I know
all kinds of different
And,
areas.
and I don't hear any fury about it. You know, all I hear is that we got a gross domestic product that increased in the state of Iowa 3.3%. Well, I don't give a rip. We got farmers that are going belly up because they can't sell the product.
Yeah.
We got cities like Scranton and Jefferson and Greene County with 10,000 people in the whole county, and we can't keep up. And we got more people going to food pantries than we've ever had before. What's going on? Prices are
Movies?
out of control.
What's movies?
They buy movies.
That's for the library. They
The
buy
library
movies.
and games too, then?
Yep. You can't change anything on those line items, just to let you know.
The only thing we can change on the library is what the city side gives them.
No, well, I'm just asking questions, I don't know.
No, yeah, we're just
I don't know
letting
what
you know that, yeah,
movies is,
yeah.
This with my wife, or did we go over the library budget?
I just got it from Tammy.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I had to ask her for it.
Yeah, I'd already gone over it.
Okay. But we'll move to general, because we can't make any decisions, but yeah, you look over this and it will be on our agenda.
So if I'm reading this right,
Tuesday.
we only have $60,200 to spend in our budget for the rest of the fiscal year.
For taxes? Is that what that, yeah, that's for taxes?
Hmm.
Yes.
I'm looking at this and I'm like, well, there's not even any numbers in here.
Those, no, that's
gonna
income.
smack
This
you with
is all
something.
income right there.
Do not ruin my budget.
Or no,
month.
that's taxes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like,
My bad.
You know we have
oh
to
yeah,
write
we have to write
numbers
numbers in there. It's been a day,
I might
okay?
have to go sit by Gail. Did you forgot how budgets work?
No, I didn't. I was just like drawing a complete blank. I'm like, this doesn't even have any numbers in it. We gotta put them in there. Oh, wow.
Oh, so it went up 20, between 24 and 25. Went up another 17 between 25, 26.
How much let's see.
Are we going over this line item stuff now?
Mm-hmm.
The first one is general. A lot of this stuff in the general will also be in all the other ones, so I will let you know which ones that you need. Obviously, the taxes we know now, because you guys just decided on your levy. So I'll fill that in. So you'll want to go down to B.
So the alcohol control licenses, that is usually just for like the fire department, correct?
Usually, but Harvest or Harley,
Harley,
they
Okay.
had their,
and then, the community center, if they have.
I've never known them to have
I don't think we've ever had one that had alcohol.
alcohol.
No, because the fire department did it. So it was at the community center, but it was, okay,
Right.
never mind. So have you ever had it go over 700? Leave it at 700. Is that good with everybody?
Yep.
Okay. Cigarette permits, that's just Casey's, right?
Mhm.
Have they not done one this year?
They pay for it now. So I don't even know if we really need a budget. I just take care of it on my side. Because
Okay.
we used to send the check
Right?
and
They do
then
it
they
now.
would reimburse us. And now I just get online and take care of it on the city side because you guys have to approve it. Has to go through you guys.
Right, so we don't even need a budget.
So basically, no, because basically I just take care of
Awesome.
it on the state side of it, not the
Look
money
at
wise.
that.
Yeah.
75 bucks, woohoo.
So building permits,
Those went up to $25.
right, but that's an income, right?
This is all B is income.
Oh, duh, never mind, I was like, it's something you had to pay. So those went up to 25, but we usually get 50, so in the last year, we've had 5?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
They
Right,
were $5.
right. Oh, they were $5.
Yeah.
But it was $5.
Shit,
It was,
they
yeah,
were
I
10.
got
Yeah.
one.
Apologize,
No, I raised hell about
that's a
that.
lot more than what I thought it was.
And now they're 25?
Now they're 25.
Yeah.
You
I
guys
had to
did
pay
that.
$100
I knew
bucks
that.
down there in
I knew we
Texas to
went
build
up.
my shop.
What
I
do we do?
mean, 25 ain't nothing for a
So
building.
if they were
permit.
$5 and we have 50 of them, quick math that into how much we would make.
What?
500?
Okay,
We're
so
gonna
how much you
have-
wanna put down?
What?
We're gonna have a little bit of an increase, aren't we, from
They
sheriff's office?
were $10, I'm like, so
That
we
cost
made 5
us
last
10%
year.
increase.
Okay,
Ten
great.
percent increase.
I've already factored that in.
Alright, so
You already put that in?
5 times
Okay.
25, got it, 125.
Where are you at? Oh, you're
No.
way ahead of us. He never
Dale's
stays
ahead
with
of
us.
us.
He never stays
He
with
never
us.
stays with the
stays
group.
with
Yeah.
He never stays with the group.
My
He'll
finger
catch up.
works really well.
Okay.
He'll catch up with later. How much you wanna put down for building permits?
This is a you guys
I know.
conversation. I
I-
just write down the numbers.
So is it an estimate? I mean, how do you-
Yes.
it's an estimate.
of the
Okay,
income
you
you
just
think you'll
guess.
bring in?
So we're estimating how many people are gonna build something
Correct.
Yes,
next year.
In the
Yes.
next fiscal year,
uh-huh.
July
many do-
1st to June
On an
30th.
average, Crystal, since you've been here, how many do you think?
Um,
I don't think we give very many. Well, I don't know what that 25.
Sometimes I'll go with
Well,
2
I
or
was
3 a
gonna
year,
say-
but yeah.
With the chai group,
That might be,
you're probably gonna be getting,
that could increase them.
I don't think we've had.
well, cause if you put on like a deck,
They still have to come get a building permit.
you have to have a
Yeah.
building
Yeah.
permit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you put on a deck, you have to have a building permit.
Yeah. We just haven't had many big
Any added footage to
Much.
your property.
Right.
has to-
So you're saying, how many are we averaging a year? That's all we got to really go
I would
by.
say
Right.
5 to 10.
So just do 5.
So
So,
10, 7?
I
There
was
you
gonna
go.
say meet in the middle and say
Yeah.
7.
And if you
Or
make more
7,
than that, then
that's
you make
25.
more than that.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah.
let's just, I think let's
Math
go
me.
with 7.
I can't.
175 bucks.
7 times 25?
Yes. 175.
Wow.
I worked at a bingo, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, have her math.
I did
you.
I'm mush.
educated
I was
redneck.
looking at the math person and he was just like, bing.
That's why I have a calculator.
Does anybody come up here
I
and
grew up in the day of
do
no
the
calculators.
peddler solicitors?
I had one this year. I don't know why it's not on here.
They have to
And
pay
it's
it, pay it.
25?
Huh?
Or how, is it 25?
It's
Well, in
25.
2025, right?
Yeah.
It's on there.
Yeah, it
There's
says
one.
$25.
It says 25.
Then it must have been last fiscal year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
It's
it.
so weird.
Mhm.
I couldn't remember when he was here,
Um,
because I know I got several phone calls
Oh,
about
yeah.
somebody walking around.
Didn't they even call the LEC about him too?
Yes.
I
Thought
don't
I'm
so.
not
That's who
sure
got
I
hold
have
of me
ever
was
seen it
the
on there
sheriff's
before,
department.
though.
Huh?
I'm not sure I've ever seen it on there before.
What?
Like, should we budget for somebody being a solicitor?
I don't
I
think you can
wouldn't.
allow any money for that.
Mm,
I don't think.
No. We
Animal
have never.
licenses?
Those, we have had a discussion. I will be sending letters out in April to give people plenty of time to come up here in June and register their animals.
Dogs and cats.
The only thing is we can't really enforce it, which is bullshit, but because of the whole courthouse, they're not enforcing our,
Ordinances.
so
What did I see
maybe
about
I'm
an abatement on that?
hoping, oh yeah, we did talk about that, about abating them for registering animals.
I mean,
What does that
why
mean?
have
What?
ordinances
What
and
does that
codes
mean?
if you can't enforce them?
An abatement?
It seems pretty redundant to me.
Well, I mean, an abatement, well, you can't, I mean, we can't.
It's gotta be an ordinance.
We
and
did,
then
no, we
gotta
did have a discussion about an abatement. We looked it up on the state side too, I believe.
But was
I'll
the
have to
city
look that
attorney
more up,
supposed
yeah.
to check into that
Mhm.
for us too?
Mhm.
Yeah, let's see what he's got to say about it.
An abatement is the city side of it.
Mhm.
You fix this, you get rid of that, you.
Take care of this.
So
If
a
you
prime
don't,
example
you
would
get a
be
fine.
Mr. Calder's property. He was given ample warnings and notices. You need to clean up your property or the city will hire someone to do it. And then we will collect our money from you later on.
So then how would that work with registering animals?
That's what I'm saying. But there was a way. I wanna
was
say
gonna
because
say,
it's
what's
a
the-
state,
To take the
something
animal?
through the state is the only
What's
way
the
we figured out that
consequence?
we could enforce this.
Can't put it on property taxes because it's
No,
not
no.
about
No,
properties.
no.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's
Oh, we'll have to
consequence?
look
Yeah,
more
what's the
into that. Kim and I had this
consequence?
conversation, what, last week?
Mhm.
Yeah. So we'll have to,
So
I'll-
how much
I
is
mean,
it
it's
to
hard to say
license
one
an
person,
animal?
you know, you gotta do this, and then the next person that comes down the street's not doing
well,
it.
it's not just animals. I mean, it's animals running at large.
Oh,
Not just
yeah.
registering, I mean, there's all kinds of abatements that we have ordinances, or there's all kinds of ordinances we
Mhm.
have through the city that aren't being enforced because the courthouse is not enforcing them.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Basically, it comes down to our ordinance book, which Crystal gets a little upset about, needs to be rewritten again. So our ordinances line up with state codes.
Well,
Mhm.
something that's enforceable.
Yeah.
didn't
Because
she apply all the, oh God, I hate your guts. I am quitting my job.
She said that I'm allowed to throw things.
Because I've talked to Jack many times about this. I'm like, how can the city of Scranton fix this? And he goes, if you can come up with a state code that your ordinances are in line with, he goes, then we can write them a ticket against the state code, not your ordinance.
But there's a state code for grass
So-
clipping
But if
in
it's
the
a
street,
state
and they
code,
won't
then why
write a
does it
ticket
need to
for
be
it.
in our ordinance?
Exactly,
You gotta get the law enforcement to back you up.
and they're not going to. I've
Well-
called over about dogs in my yard,
How much is it?
And they say
for-
call your mayor.
Dogs,
Animal
grass clippings in the
license.
street, you know, all that stuff.
They just
If
tell you
$4
call your
for
mayor and have them
fixed.
handle it.
$12
Jack's
for
gonna get real tired of me
unfixed.
calling him.
That's
What it's gonna
That's
come
it.
down
So
to.
we call the mayor and
Cats
then the
and
mayor has to call
dogs.
over there and say, you need to come take care of this.
I don't
You
know,
could have
I've
just
never done a
eliminated
cat.
that other phone call.
Well, I
and just
have,
made
my
it.
I don't
mom's
think
cat.
the mayor can
Because-
just go do whatever.
Because
he
if
wants.
my
And hers
cat's
is
inside,
fixed,
you're
so
not gonna
I don't
come
know
in
how
my
much it
house
would
to see
be
that I have a
not
cat,
fixed.
right?
Oh, mine are fixed.
Oh, well then we won't
Just
have to worry
say.
about it. $4. What's
So
that?
do I need to
Have a
provide
cat? Because
papers?
if my cat is inside, you're not gonna come in my house and see that I have a cat.
Unless I go open the window.
Well, yeah, but you still have to go in to get my cat.
So, I have a love-hate relationship with this pet licensing thing because I spend my money at the vet, getting them tagged, getting them shots. I don't feel like I should have to here. Don't. Just give me 1 second. I will explain why I say that. But now working through the city with all these dogs that run around, I can be like, oh, you get in my book because I just wrote what your dog looks like and whose it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I can be like, oh, that's Jack's, you know, he needs to come
Right.
get his dog. We can do, or Chad will grab it and take it to the house, you know, and instead, or shit, that dog, you know, Jack's dog just attacked Gail, or, you know, it's easier to identify a dog running at large. Mind you, it's not a huge problem right now, that it has been, but there's still several that do it. It's easier to identify.
How much does it cost the city to buy tags?
I'd have to look that up. I think it's like $75.
For how many tags?
Mhm.
How many tags?
100.
And do we buy them every year?
We have to, yes.
Yes,
You
because
have
they
to
change
renew them
colors
every year.
every year. Just like your rabies tags should change color every year.
More important, I think, about dog tags is that it means that your dog has been vaccinated. It means that if your
That
dog is
also.
accused
Mm-hmm.
of biting somebody that has a rabies shot,
That's also the other reason.
that saves someone
Cats,
from
I don't
having
I'll
to go
say-
through all the
so-
rabies shots because we don't know if that dog is vaccinated.
Correct.
So my question is it more important that you have a registry or is it more important that you get your money back for your tags?
Registry. I'd say registry.
So then why don't you use, like, Parks got a donation from United Charities. I can't remember how much it is, but I'm sure it's enough to cover the tag fee. So I'm not the other person on Parks. Just throwing that out there. But if you use that money to pay for the tags and then just said, hey, everybody, come up here, register your pets, so that we had an ongoing list, I think it's the fee. It's not that they don't want you to know what their dog's is.
$4.
But if my
don't
dog's
think they
not,
know
if my
that. It's
dog's
the
not fixed, it's
$4.
$12.
Right.
And,
Right.
Oh,
okay,
it's more if it's not
personally, I
fixed?
have
Oh,
5
yeah,
cats.
both my
So it
dogs
doesn't
are
run
fixed.
I have 5 cats and a dog. Jesus.
Yes, I feel like we shouldn't have
Crazy
to.
cat
We
lady.
only have 4 cats.
Wait, you
Oh,
have a
excuse me.
dog?
We lost.
Time out. It is huge, Crystal. My dog stands this tall, and when she stands up, she's this tall.
Why have I never
How do you
seen
not
your
know
dog?
this?
How have I never seen your dog?
So wait, you got a dog bigger than mine or as big as mine?
She's bigger. She's ginormous, and I have a huge kennel.
I noticed the kennel, but I was
Your
like,
chi-
what the
your
hell does she
dog's
do with
gotta
that?
be
Kids get naughty, kick them in there? Because I would.
She is ginormous.
My dog's
I have
big.
never seen your dog.
She's a Newfoundland.
I feel like it. I know we're not doing the
She's
code right now,
not-
but I feel like it should be like enforceable for dogs, not cats. Because my cats don't run outside, and also
Well,
how
here's
many
the other
black
thing.
how many black cats look alike? How can you tell the difference?
Right, but here's the other
Also, is my
thing
cat gonna
about
bite
the
you?
cats is there's a lot of effing
could.
cats
There-
in
we
this
need
town
like a, what is it
cats
called?
that are strays.
TNR.
And
program.
if
They're feral. They're not stray.
and
they're
some people
feral.
trap them,
Mm-hmm.
but I know these some people, and if there's tags on them, they'll let them loose. But if there's not tags on them, they relocate
What do you mean
them.
tags on them? Like
The city
A
tag,
collar.
a tag
I don't
that I
know.
Like,
Most
if you
people
have-
don't put.
But
do you put
yours-
collars to your cats?
Yours aren't outside cats, is what
Yeah.
I'm saying, is the strays that are in town.
Yeah.
This is your meeting, I'm just, what's up, Brian? I'm just trying to explain the
I'm
cat
so
situation.
confused.
Okay,
Yes.
so cat situation.
I'm about to go buy a 22 because of the cat situation,
Okay.
just saying.
So there is a program that I can try again to have come back for the third time. That is a trap, neuter, release
The
program.
TNR.
Huh?
The TNR.
Yes. It is through APE
Out of Boone.
out of Boone.
Yes.
That's a really awesome program.
They do it free of charge usually to cities, if I can get them to do it again. I say again, because when Cole was mayor, I had them all set to come in, and they said no. The mayor and the council said no. They said absolutely not. I tried to do it through Jerry, he said absolutely not. It drives me crazy. Anyways,
You're gonna do it
so,
for free, what was the problem?
No shit.
Yeah.
I don't wanna get into it.
I'm confused about that part.
So what they do is they come in, they set traps, and then they collect the animals. People from Iowa State come over that are doing their veterinary licensing. They come in, they trap that, or they neuter them, they give them all of their shots, they ear tag them, they release them after they're doing fine, obviously. Then they come back in and they do that 3 different times to make sure that they have all of the cats. And then, they come back again in like a year or so and do it all again and make sure that got you covered.
We need that because my mom and Kurt,
Here's
they
what
did
this
that
mayor's
on
saying.
their own
If you wanna
with
do
2
that,
different litters.
That's fine. 'cause
They
I'm
paid
about to
their
go buy a
own money.
22 to help with
They
the
did all
population.
that just
We'll
because
have
it
a
is
lot.
Start up at my
so many
neighbor's
cats
place.
outside.
Do not do
See?
that.
Yeah, they took in
Do
2
not do
different
that.
litters
You
and
will
they
have
took
a
them to
lot of people
farms.
very upset. Do not do that.
Just,
I
I
do
don't
not
think
want
that-
phone calls.
I don't think a certain elder lady that lives up over yonder would be too upset because she's complained about how many are running around.
Who would that be?
Please.
They're
My
hers!
neighbor.
That's
That's my neighbor.
What?
Please do not do that.
Do not
Just
do
about
that.
I will-
any time I wanna look out my kitchen
I
window,
will
I
be
can see
upset.
4 to 6 cats sitting
yeah.
in my yard.
I will
Every day.
contact them and see if we can.
that would be.
Well, my neighbor's got
I do, yes,
They
5
please.
or
used
6
to
that come out of their
have-
garage
but
all the time.
Also, when Cole was here, they had the mobile clinic that I had coming here. They don't do that
Mhm.
anymore
Straight
because they
cat.
set up a permanent basis over in Boone. I love that thing because then we used to sell the tags with their
That
whole
package,
thing.
yeah.
Mhm.
It was a whole package.
Yeah.
It was amazing, and I had a sub, and he was like,
They don't have their mobile unit no more?
they have it, but they're having a hard time getting vets to go there and then to get them to travel as well. They're just,
For those of you who don't think there's a problem.
Oh, I didn't, that's not what I was saying.
I think
What?
there is a problem.
There
I
is
just
a
don't
problem.
think that the answer is shooting them.
Same.
Going down Eagle is where I walk every day. That starts me going south. And there was a lady on Eagle that had 5 cats this summer. And I thought, oh dear. Well, that 5 has become 18 cats. And she's got her whole porch covered with
I'd
blankets
have 18 cats
and
if I could.
food.
Still think my answer's the wrong one?
And
Hell no.
Yes,
And-
your answer is the wrong one.
as I walk, those cats are sitting, sunning them, trying to stay warm because they're freezing to death.
Mhm.
I mean, she's feeding them, giving them water, but they're gonna die. Some of them, the young ones, are gonna die because she doesn't take them inside. But those cats, that 15, let's say that 10
Oh, come
survive, that
summer.
10 will become 25 next summer.
Or 30.
Which is
Or
why you
Oh, yeah.
need
Yeah,
a trap
yeah,
neuter
mhm.
release,
Yeah.
because then it
Yeah,
helps with your population
And-
issue. And then eventually
It's just-
those
and going
will
north,
get old.
as I
and-
go up around the loop, the most that I've seen is 12. And I think that's most of them. But there's about 3 toms. She's got one great big tom that impregnates everything that walks. Because you see that black and white spotted.
I was just gonna ask you if it was that black and white one.
You'd see those
My fiber fixed.
little kittens.
What? My fiber fixed.
And I wouldn't mind, the cat's probably pretty nice, but it
Sorry,
should be
4.
neutered.
A lot of
Well,
them
why
are
we can't
coming
find
from
it,
that
so we're just
apartment
saying
building
stuff
up
cat,
there,
you
that
keep counting his
two-story that's
water.
empty.
You know what?
They go across the
Is it
street and
dead
sit
in the
over there on
walls
Jerry
or
Byerly's porch.
Yeah.
There'd be 10 of them sitting there
Yeah,
sunning
and
themselves.
then the other
just
thing
haven't
is
found it.
that we've gotta be careful, folks,
It's just missing.
that we have dogs
I haven't found it for like 4 months, or
that
3
poop
months.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And no,
My yard.
My
and
yard.
nobody picks it up. You
Just
go
for the
to
record, I
poop in
have
my
no
yard.
pets.
You go to the senior housing
And I
out
like it
here.
that way.
The senior housing, the sidewalk
I
is
have a-
covered with.
Does that
Oh
count?
my God.
I have to take my dog out
Yeah,
around
Okay, at one
because
time, I
I'm
had
afraid
5
bear's
cats,
gonna eat it.
Which
My
one's the
yard
same?
always
Dogs.
gets covered in it.
2
Right.
lizards,
On
turtle,
Lincoln, right
all
across
in
from
the same
Cave,
house.
Calder's place.
So that'd be unit 2,
Oh,
700 block,
About 7,
Is that the one by me?
About 700.
So where's
right
them-
next to her
them
to the
house.
north of her.
Yeah, just north of you.
Them dogs belong
Not
to
right
somebody?
behind
No,
you,
no.
down the street?
It's down the street north.
Oh, well, I was in my yard, I always have
Oh, so it's not one of the Scranton
so
houses.
much.
Yeah.
Oh, my
It's
gosh,
the
I'm right on the
apartment,
corner, so
not
it
next to
doesn't.
her.
That's the one that Kim lives in.
Yes.
Do you clean up your dog?
Yeah, it's one that Kim owns.
I don't clean it up.
They have a
but I make
dog.
one of my
She's a
kids
big
clean
dog.
it up.
Her neighbor has a little dog.
Yeah.
But it
Those are the
poops
only
in
two I've ever
kennel,
seen
and it
there,
will
are
only
those
get,
two.
like,
And you're right.
it
and
only
you think the
poops
poop
in
gets
the
picked
kennel.
up?
Uh-uh.
So like, you can't walk
Trust me, I
around
mow
and
over it all the time, I
Unless
know.
it's falling
It's
off.
thick. It's
Just like-
really thick now.
Over there at the Walnuts.
Okay, we've gotten off on a tangent.
Yeah,
So-
let's
Yeah.
get past this pet thing and move on.
So it depends
I
on how
wouldn't
much
mind-
you wanna put down for licensing. If you're gonna make the licensing free through parks or some other avenue.
I don't wanna change that stuff in a budget meeting. That's something that we need to
Yeah.
discuss
Can't be
and get
changed in
in
a budget
place.
meeting.
No, it can't.
Yeah, we can't cut the money
Mm-mm.
just because we're cutting cash.
Mhm.
I honestly, we're sitting here coming up on 7 o'clock. We've been here for 2 hours.
Exactly.
Kids, we're way past the attention spans that high school kids have. And I know damn well, we're way past mine.
Yeah.
So, I would
If we
suggest,
could get through general, that would be great.
well, I would know.
It's
We're-
9
we
pages.
we need to get
No,
into
it's not.
expenses.
It says 9 pages.
Because I told you, if you would have listened in the beginning, that a lot
There's
of
two of
the
'em.
sewer, water, roads is also in general, but we won't do those in the general. We'll do the actual sewer, water, road, public
Okay.
works.
Okay,
Okay.
so,
I would much rather cut it off and come back on Thursday
Oh, okay.
So,
he wants to not.
and just look
Are
over
we
it.
able to meet this Thursday, Crystal? or are you
Yes,
talking
this
next
Thursday is fine.
Okay.
Actually, we might need to meet next
Yeah.
Thursday if
We
we
come next Thursday. then
keep
we can-
rambling.
We can just look at expenses from the general fund.
Yeah, we need to stay
And the roads
focused
and
and,
stuff.
Okay, so, and
but
why
as far as
it's-
Chad's stuff, if he doesn't have the numbers, we can't do his next Thursday.
We can't do the roads and the,
No.
Now, did you
Sewer.
ask him about coming to this meeting? when
Yes,
we go over
he
his
goes,
budget?
well, yeah, I've been telling you, which, and when
Right.
I got into it,
Take it
cause
with a grain of
I
salt.
told him about it last year, and I'm not coming.
Well, we want him here
Right.
this time.
So yes, I
Mhm.
explained that to him, but like I said, he is waiting on numbers. He did get this out here. I know you guys are wanting to cut costs, so maybe we don't need to do that this year, but it is gonna, the one bid we got to concrete this is
we can budget
40,000.
a little bit for it and just.
It's
but not
40,000.
do it, I know.
Gee, that's
Con-
just one of them.
concrete
He
or
asked 2 other people.
hot
Concrete.
mix? Hot mix?
Concrete, to
Concrete.
make it match all the rest of it.
Oh, extending that out to the east, you mean, where the
From where I
rock is?
park,
All the way back?
All the
there?
way
not all the way yet. We're just doing to that
Like a
curb
little
that's
section.
in the middle of the
The
drive
island.
or the parking lot over
Half
there.
of it,
Yeah.
basically.
So
Okay.
from that curb up to the.
So we're just
shop.
trying to keep from having to deal with that rock every year.
Yes, because I don't know how, we're paying our guys to rake rocks out of grass. when
And
they
the
have other
community
shit
center
that they
comes
can
up
be
here
I
and
doing.
thought
rakes
that we,
it too.
we
Yeah.
had a volunteer, I come up and volunteer to rake
Yes,
them
That's
rocks.
but a
the
lot of the
community
time, the
center.
guys don't feel like you guys should have to do that, so they do that on their own.
Oh, no, they don't need to be doing that.
But we also have it to where on that second driveway, it's just a river and it just wipes away all that and it's going down.
No, it's a losing battle.
Yes,
dealing
so
with
it
that.
just, we talked about blacktop, but you're gonna have to repair that every couple of years, so you might as well just do concrete and pay the expense ahead.
In the long run, it's worth
So,
it.
yeah,
Okay, so animal licenses.
I thought we were tabling this. till
0.
Thursday.
Just put a duck egg there.
I thought we were tabling this. till
yeah,
Thursday.
because it's not an expense, it's a, well, it is an expense.
Cost.
I'm gonna look more into this abatement that him and I were talking about.
Okay.
On the way around.
So are we stopping at total B then?
We're stopping at D.
D,
Oh, dear gosh. Okay.
you mean C?
Money, property, interest, and rent is not what we
So you're
do.
putting nothing for animal license, even though right now?
Not right now, uh-uh.
You take in money though.
Cats are in our ordinance.
But we need to decide what we're doing.
Okay.
Yes.
So on Thursday, we're gonna pick up on D.
Pick up on D
Okay,
So a registered pet will be $4 for the owner, right?
For
To-
fixed.
for a
For
fixed.
fixed.
Huh?
$12
If they're neutered or
unfixed.
spayed.
Oh, okay, all right.
And vaccinated.
Well, they have to. To get tags, you have to show me your vaccine, your updated shots, yes. I have
updated
to have
shot.
that on record.
I don't think they're gonna, these people with 6, 8 pets ain't gonna do that.
If I didn't work for the city, I wouldn't.
They're not gonna do that.
I'm just telling you, my point of view was because
Mhm.
I already pay for all this shit.
Right.
Why would I come up and pay again?
No, I don't think you're gonna.
But
get
now I know
people
why we do.
on social security that's got 6, 8 cats or whatever, is not gonna do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, or even 3, yeah.
But
whatever.
does that,
I mean,
does
they're
that,
just-
Well, I think it's a
Address the
difference
problem.
between an indoor cat
Does
than
that
it is an
get
outdoor.
the cat-
It's running outside, yeah.
does that get the animals fixed?
The trouble is, though, how often do them cats have litters? Every 3 months? I mean, you know, you'd have to recheck them all every 3 or 4 months. You're gonna have new litters of new cats running around that aren't vaccinated.
It's a circle. And if you could take out part of that circle,
That's why
you'll
Ashley's
slow it
gonna
way
get these
down.
people. I said I
Instead
could
of having
ask.
20
I'm
cats
not sure
breeding,
that they are even
of
doing
which
it anymore.
10 of them are females,
Last time I asked.
and they're gonna have
I don't
litters of
know.
3 or 4 or 5 or 6,
I can ask.
then you only got
Sounds like
5,
everybody's on
which
board.
sets
Yeah.
the
I'll-
cycle
I'll send her
back
an email
at
and,
least a year.
or a message.
I can tell you from our standpoint, we have cat poop all over our yard.
I do too. It's everywhere.
It's awful.
I
My
can't even
dog
rake my
gets
leaves
sick.
in
My
the
dog
fall.
has a cat poop nose. He can smell it a mile away.
Can cats get parvo? Or is that just a dog
I
thing?
think it's just
I
dog.
think a dog thing.
Yeah, they get distemper, or cats get.
And he barks, he gets up in the middle of the night and
They
barks
get
as
shot,
the
yearly
cats
shots for it.
go walking by.
Mm-hmm.
Our,
Crystal, did you ever find out who got bit by a dog?
No.
Or whose dog?
Never heard a thing. I would think the sheriff's department would come, they used to come to me.
They need to come tell you that in, like, right away, like, the very next day, especially if it's at nighttime.
especially if they didn't catch the dog.
Yeah, because now there was a dog bite in the, what was it, 500 block of State
think
Street or
so.
something? Crystal had no idea.
I still have no idea.
So whose
Whose
dog
dog
was
it
it?
was? Well,
That'd
that
be just right
registration.
behind your place. 8th Street.
No, state.
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 It's down that way.
Send me a message tomorrow evening,
You're
5:30ish.
asking a lot from me to remember that.
I'll talk to Jack tomorrow at fire.
I mean, Crystal needs
See
to
if
know
he
that
can tell me.
information so
Yeah.
we can handle a dog bite. I mean, that's,
Yeah,
I
I
mean, the
mean,
dog shouldn't be in town if it's gonna bite.
Should be on a leash to begin with.
or
Exactly.
they have to carry that special insurance.
There
'Cause I'm
is an
wondering if it
ordinance that
wasn't
says they're
Karen's
supposed to be
again.
leashed, yes.
Because she still has those dogs.
Yes, but we can't enforce it.
We can't do
That's
anything.
what's so frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
So what?
Frustrating.
It just
Oh,
makes
I
your
thought the other
ordinance.
My
code.
Oh, I was wanting to,
But
but
my
I
standpoint
didn't.
is, that just makes the owner don't have to be as responsible for their pet and training it.
That's true.
Because look at my dog, she never leaves the yard. Unless she's coming to see Bear, and then she might put one paw in the road, but it's as
Mine
far
don't
as she
either.
goes.
There's a fence.
So we don't know
They're
whose
fenced
dog
in.
bit who,
No.
huh?
No, it was in Raccoon,
The
the
Raccoon
sheriff's
Valley,
report.
yep, it was in the sheriff's report. I don't remember what day it was. I text Crystal and I'm like, did you know about this dog bite? She's like, nope.
Not a clue.
I said, I just read it in Raccoon Valley, right in the sheriff's report.
Okay.
But they should be letting her know, hey,
Yeah.
there was a dog bite and
Yeah.
it was this person's dog or this.
Well, how can we enforce it if we don't know what got broken?
Yeah, but these people don't know we can't enforce it.
You stole my paper.
Oh, sorry. Here, you can have the other
I
one.
don't want that one.
Thursday at 5, right?
Thursday at 5.
Okay, so as far tonight, I need a motion to adjourn this
Adjourn.
meeting.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Yes.
None.
Okay.